Welcome to these introductory videos on understanding neurodiversity. In part one, we explored what we mean when we use the terms neurodiversity and neurodivergent. In the next two videos, we're going to unpack two types of neurodivergence in a little more detail: autism and ADHD. Autism influences how people experience and interact with the world. It's estimated that more than 1 in every 100 people in the UK have autism. That's roughly 700,000 children and adults. It's a lifelong neurodivergence, and importantly, it's classified as a disability, which means that people with autism have legal protections against discrimination and are entitled to support that they need in education, work, and to access services. There are three core characteristics of autism: communication, sensory processing, and behaviours and interests. So with communication, a person with autism may use and understand words, tone of voice, and body language differently. For example, idioms can be easily misunderstood and taken literally. I once supported a child in a classroom whose teacher was super keen to bring encouragement when they answered a question, and they said, "Well done, Dan, you're on fire today." An innocent mistake, but a mistake that caused great distress for Dan, as he understood it quite literally and dropped and rolled to the floor to put out the fire. It's really important that we use our words sensitively, wisely, and clearly. It can also be helpful to use our words to bring clarity to our body language. So if we notice a child has done something good and we want to bring some encouragement, rather than just relying on a smile to communicate, we could also say, "I'm smiling because I noticed you stepping back to let that lady go first. It made me happy to see you being so kind." Being mindful and clear with our communication can help us to create spaces that feel safe and which are inclusive. The sensory processing characteristic recognises that many people with autism can be much more and at times much less sensitive to sensory stimulation. Distracting noises that many people can filter out, such as a buzzing light, can cause huge distress, and a flickering light can cause someone to feel really overwhelmed. For that reason, many people with autism find it helpful to use ear defenders or noise-reducing, even noise-cancelling headphones to help them remain calm and feel safe in busy environments. We can help by being mindful of background noises, smells, lights, and textures. Physical touch, even when well-intentioned, such as a reassuring squeeze of the shoulder, can have the opposite effect to what was intended. A friend with autism once told me that it feels as if their skin is burning if someone gently strokes their arm. It's important to check that someone is comfortable with physical contact rather than imposing it on them. It's easy for something intended to bring reassurance to instead cause distress. A thumbs up might be more helpful for some. And the final characteristic of autism is behaviours and interests. And what we mean by that is restricted and repetitive behaviours and interests that affect everyday life. That includes focused interests on a hobby or an area of learning, and it includes a behaviour preference for order, predictability, and routine. Being clear about what is happening, when it's happening, and where it's happening is an important way of enabling many people to flourish. In groups and programmes, visual timetables that are clear, visible, and frequently referred to can help someone anticipate what's coming next, bringing order and predictability and helping them feel safe. Often what we're talking about are tiny, intentional tweaks to processes that can make huge positive changes to how accessible and inclusive our environments are. And of course, it's important to remember that autism is understood as a spectrum, meaning that a combination of characteristics will be different for each person. If you've met one person with autism, you've met one person with autism. It's important to avoid making blanket assumptions. I find the phrase "nothing about me without me" is a helpful reminder to include people in any decision making around support that might be helpful.